YouTube. This is Runner from BellatorGero.com. Not arrogant, just better. Just going to give my pre-fight predictions on UFC 134. Silva versus Yushin Okami, number 2. Yeah, this fight card's looking pretty good, and I'm looking forward to it because it's going to be in Brazil. First time the UFC being back there in a while. So, just going to get onto the main fights, and I'm only going to predict 4 fights on this card because I don't think the other fights, unless you're a hardcore UFC fan like myself, you don't want to really hear about them fights. But anyways, I'm going to start off in the heavyweight division. We have Schaub versus Big Nogueira. Yeah, in this fight I've got, Nogueira has not fought since he fought Cain Velasquez, and Cain Velasquez has been out for a while. I think 18 months since Nogueira's fought, and Schaub, he's coming off a big win over the legend, as they call it, Mirko Krokop. Anyways, I think in this fight, Nogueira's not going to fight smart. He should fight, and he should not stand and bang with Schaub, because Schaub's too young, he's too quick, he's got better hands. I don't think none of these fighters throw leg kicks, so it's just going to be a boxing match really. And if it goes that way, I'm going to give the fight to Schaub. Nogueira should be smart and take him to the ground if he can, because I'm sure he's fought bigger guys, stronger guys than Schaub. But I think Nogueira's going to stand and bang with Schaub, and he's going to get knocked out. And I don't want to see it happen. And if you look at Nogueira's record lately, it hasn't been too great as such. So in this fight, I'm going to go with Schaub. He's going to win this fight by probably second round TKO. But if I was smart, like Nogueira, I'd take him to the ground and handle him from there, because I don't think Schaub's got that much of a ground game. So that's it for the heavyweight division on that card. So I'm going to move on to the next one, which is the lightweight division. We have Pearson versus Edson Barboza. Barboza is an excellent fighter. He's one of my, I'd say he's in the top 3 or 4 of my lightweights that I like. The other 2 were fighting in the last fight card, which I predicted that Donald Cerrone would knock out Charles Oliveira, and Oliveira would probably drop down to featherweight. But anyways, I was right on that. But this fight, Pearson, British fighter, he's got good hands. I don't think he's got much of a ground game. Barboza, purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He's got some devastating Muay Thai, and I don't see how Pearson's going to get on the inside of Barboza. Barboza is got about 6 or 7 inch reach advantage. He's going to be 3 inches taller. I think he's more conditioned. He's more skilled in every aspect of this fight, and I think Pearson's going to go down, and he's going to go down bad in this fight. I'm going to say he's going to get knocked out 3rd round, because I think Barboza is one of the best strikers in the lightweight division, apart from Kawani, who he fought before, and he's got some great striking as well. And the fight between them 2, which was fight of the night before, that's awesome. So I'm going to go with Edson Barboza. He's going to win this fight by a 3rd round TKO. Pearson, he's going to have to drop down to not another lightweight class, just fight some easier opponents like the lesser fighters before he goes back up, because one more fight after that, if he gets not beat or anything, he's going to get cut, because he's won against Spencer Fisher in his last fight, but the fight before that against Cole Miller, and I won't say Cole Miller's like a top level fighter. So if Pearson loses this fight, which I predict he's gonna, he'll need to fight a lesser competition, and that's it really. So that's it. Anyways, moving on to the co-main event, we have Forrest Griffin versus Maurício Rua. Last time these guys fought, Forrest Griffin, I'd say, was losing the fight in my eyes. He losing the fight probably 2 rounds to 1 against Shogun. And Forrest Griffin, I think since that fight, came on leaps and bounds. If you look at Shogun's record, I know there's that dodgy little loss against Machida, but he's 3-3 in his last 6 fights, and the people that he's beat haven't been mega top class fighters, except for Machida, which he finished him decisively. He cut, what's his name? Chuck Liddell and Coleman. Them two are not even at the top of their game, and they were never, well, not never, they were at the top at some point, but when he fought them, they wasn't nowhere near where they should have been. So I can't see this fight going much different from the first fight. I know that Mauricio got on top of Forrest a little bit, but Forrest Griffin has got a good guard, he's got good defence, and I think Mauricio Shogun Rua, you saw in his last fight that he broke, and he broke pretty bad, and I think Forrest in the first fight, Forrest broke him, and that's why he got submitted, and he got submitted pretty bad. But I'm not going to say it's going to go the same way in terms of how it ended. I'm going to say Forrest Griffin's going to get this fight. I think it's going to go to decision, and I think Forrest Griffin needs to take the same sort of game plan that he did that John Jones took against Mauricio Shogun Rua. Just use his dominant size, because Mauricio Shogun Rua is not a small dude, but Forrest Griffin is a big dude. He's 6'3". He does not look like a light heavyweight. He looks like a heavyweight, and he's just a big dude. He should use his strength, his size, and fight the same sort of way that he did against Rich Franklin. But no, in fact, no buts in this fight. I'm going to go with Forrest Griffin on this fight. He's going to win it by decision. He's going to be striking better. He's going to use the leg kicks just like Mauricio Shogun Rua does. I think Mauricio is a bit more, got more killer instinct, but it depends if he uses it in the fight. And I'm going to go with Forrest Griffin on this fight. He's going to win by decision, and I'm going to look forward to it, because Mauricio needs to think about what he's going to do next, because if he doesn't beat Forrest Griffin, which I don't think he will, where does he go next as such? Because he wants to get back on the road to fighting for the title, not fighting Jones again, because Jones will just smash him in again. But yeah, I'm going to go with Forrest Griffin on this fight via decision, and I think it'll be an exciting fight. I don't think fight of the night, in fact, no, I don't think fight of the night. I think Barboza versus Ross Pearson will be, but it'll be a good fight, and I'm looking forward to it, because Forrest Griffin is one of the fighters who comes to bang, and he's an exciting fighter, and he's a fighter I like to see. So Forrest Griffin for the win. Anyways, moving on to the main event, we have Yushin Okami versus Anderson the Spider Silva. You can see by my face already that I'm smiling, because Anderson Silva is a beast, and Yushin Okami, a very good fighter, got a very good chin. But I just don't see any aspect of this fight, except for the wrestling side, which we'll see, that Yushin Okami can win this fight. I think Anderson Silva's got the better striking. Technically, Yushin Okami is the last person to beat Anderson Silva, even though it was by DQ. DQ still a win, you know what I mean? But when you saw John Jones get disqualified against Matt Hamill, who had a fight next? Exactly. Anyways, yeah, moving on, not moving on. Talking about this fight, Yushin Okami got good hands. He's got not great hands. He's got good wrestling. More superior than Anderson Silva's wrestling. Striking, he's got a better, I don't know about better chin, because Anderson Silva against Chael Sonnen, he took some punishment, and after the fight, Chael Sonnen looked like the worst off. And all Anderson Silva did was wrap his legs around him for about 7 seconds, as Chael Sonnen said, and won the fight. But I can't go against Anderson Silva in this fight. I don't think Yushin Okami's got anything in his arsenal to really dominate Anderson Silva for 5 rounds. I don't see it happening. I know in the last fight against Vitor Belfort, I went with Anderson Silva, and I can't go against him again. I think he's gonna still be the title holder. He's still gonna win decisively, I think. And I think Yushin Okami, he's one of them nearly men. He's almost there, but he's not. There's always going to be that one fighter who's just that little bit better than him. And in this fight, it's going to be Anderson Silva, and Anderson Silva's going to win the title, or keep the title, should I say. He's going to hold it. Anderson Silva's going to put him on his belt. I mean, Dana White's going to put it around his belt, put it around his waist at the end of the fight, as you always seen for the last 8 or 9 fights that he's done. And yeah, Yushin Okami, I think, should probably fight Vitor Belfort or maybe Michael Bisping, if Michael Bisping gets past Mayhem Miller, which I don't think he will, because Mayhem Miller is a beast and he's just a freak. Anyways, I can't wait to see Miller fight. I think he's awesome. And a bully beatdown is just awesome that he does. Anyways, I'm going of course with this thingy. This predictions. Yeah, Anderson Silva's going to win this fight. Probably could win by TKO, but I know Yushin Okami's got a great chin. But a barrage of punches. No one's chin's bulletproof, you know what I mean? So I'm going to go with decision. It's going to be a long fight. I'd like to see it end in the first or second round with a TKO or knockout. But yeah, that's it really. I'm going to go with Anderson Silva. He's going to win the title, and he's going to keep the title, should I say? And that's it. He's going to fight someone else, or who's in line? No one else is. Well, maybe he needs to fight Chael Sonnen again if Chael Sonnen gets past Brian Stan. But yeah, that's it for my UFC predictions. 134, Silva for the win, and that's how it's going to go. Anyways, just before I go, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Post a comment, a prediction, or anything you want below. I don't mind. Say what you think. I'm going to put up in the corners here and here. One side, thumbs up for Anderson Silva to win, and thumbs down for Yushin Okami to win. Tell me whose side you're on. Let me know what you think. Do what you feel. I'd like to see some more people posting comments or personal messages saying that yeah, I think this is going to happen or that's going to happen, because I like a little challenge, and I think I'm pretty alright with my predictions, and we'll see how it goes. So this is me for my UFC predictions. 134, Silva versus Okami, number 2, and this is Runner signing out. Peace.